In a heartbreaking update that has rocked the music world, Billy Joel, the iconic hitmaker whose music has defined generations, has announced the sudden cancellation of all his scheduled concerts due to a newly diagnosed medical condition. The 76-year-old legend shared the news with fans directly through his official Instagram account on Friday, leaving many stunned and concerned. The statement revealed that Joel has been diagnosed with normal pressure hydrocephalus, NPH, a neurological condition that affects the brain's ability to properly regulate cerebrospinal fluid. This fluid normally cushions and supports the brain and spinal cord, but in cases like Joel's, it begins to build up dangerously, putting pressure on the brain and triggering symptoms that can include loss of balance, vision disturbances, and hearing issues. A particularly cruel twist for someone whose life's work is grounded in live performance. Under strict medical guidance, Joel has now embarked on a course of targeted physical therapy, with his doctors urging him to pause all performances while he undergoes treatment and recovery. In a personal note to fans, the Grammy-winning musician didn't hold back his emotions, offering a heartfelt apology. The response from fans and fellow artists has been immediate and emotional, with many expressing love, support, and admiration for Joel's decision to step back and focus on his health. Not the first health hurdle. This isn't the first time Joel has faced medical challenges in recent months. Back in March, the beloved performer disclosed that he had undergone surgery, followed by a stint of physical therapy. At the time, doctors were optimistic, expecting a full recovery. Joel had even teased a return to the stage, with concert dates pushed back and a much-anticipated comeback scheduled for July 5, 2025 in Pittsburgh. Fans had hoped the summer would mark a triumphant return of Joel's enduring stage magic. But as the weeks passed, signs pointed to continued complications. Friday's announcement confirmed what many had feared. The road to recovery will take longer than anticipated. Normal pressure hydrocephalus, or NPH, is one of two forms of hydrocephalus, a condition caused by an abnormal buildup of cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, deep within the brain. CSF is essential for cushioning the brain and spinal cord, but when its flow is disrupted and begins accumulating in the brain's ventricles, pressure builds up. Though the word normal might be misleading, it refers to the pressure in the brain remaining within normal ranges despite the excess fluid. However, the effects can be anything but benign. According to the U.S. National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke, NINDS, symptoms of NPH can include difficulty walking, impaired bladder control, and cognitive problems, many of which can overlap with conditions like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, making diagnosis tricky. NPH typically affects older adults, and early intervention is key. If caught and treated promptly, many patients experience significant improvement. Treatments and what lies ahead. There are two primary surgical options for treating NPH. The more common method involves inserting a shunt, a small, flexible tube that redirects excess fluid from the brain to another part of the body where it can be absorbed. This can offer relief, but it comes with the need for ongoing monitoring and potential future surgeries. The second method, known as endoscopic third ventriculostomy, ETV, involves creating a small opening at the base of the brain's third ventricle, allowing the trapped fluid to bypass the obstruction and restore normal flow. Both treatments are delicate procedures that require careful evaluation, especially in older patients. A pause, not a farewell. For now, the curtain has temporarily closed on Billy Joel's live performances. But make no mistake, this is not a goodbye. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, whose career has spanned over 5 decades with timeless hits like Piano Man, Uptown Girl, and Vienna, has no intention of staying out of the spotlight forever. His team emphasized that Joel is eager to return to his fans as soon as he is physically ready. While the specific timeline remains uncertain, the hope remains alive, and the music world is holding its breath for his eventual return.